Michelle, how do I stop yelling at my child? Oh, just stop making excuses. Exercising has been really, really hard lately. Do you know why? Because I haven't been exercising. I haven't been taking the action. I haven't been doing anything that gets me closer to the goal of actually being consistent with exercising. But that's the only reason it's difficult. Not because the actual act of exercising is super hard and impossible. It's just I haven't currently committed to taking baby steps to get back in the routine of exercising. So complaining and saying that it's difficult isn't even really accurate. It's more so I'm not currently doing anything that would lead to exercising, manifesting as something that is actually happening in my life. Because the more that I take action in that way, the less it feels difficult. And the more the complaint is, I'm actually exercising more and it's getting easier and easier every day. But you can't even say that if you don't start to take action, if you don't even set goals or have an intention. This is where we have to take accountability and responsibility, because that's the only way that we start to actually see different results. Otherwise, I just keep saying exercising is hard. Exercising is so difficult with my schedule. And then we start making excuses. And then we start blaming why I'm not exercising on other people. Now, granted, this message isn't really about exercising, right? It's about those comments that appear, those thoughts that appear that we take seriously, such as, oh, I know I want to parent for my peace. I want to stop hitting my child. I want to stop screaming, but it's too hard because they're a teenager. Or it's too hard because they're a toddler. Or it's too hard because I have 3 kids. But have you set goals or intentions? Are you still communicating with a lot of people who think just like that, negatively? Have you started to take action? Simple practical action steps that lead you to your goals, that lead you to accomplishing your goals, whatever goals you've created as far as your own unique parenting style is concerned. Have you asked yourself, what's the type of relationship I want to have with myself and my child? And have you started to take action, simple, practical action steps that lead you to creating that type of reality for yourself and parenthood and in general? Because if you have and you're being consistent, then it's not necessarily, oh, this is so hard. It's more so like, it can feel difficult, but it's getting easier and easier every day. The more that I commit to my goals, the more that I set my intentions, and the more that I continue to practice, the more that I continue to prioritize my peace literally with action steps. It shifts from, this is so difficult and hard, it's impossible, to it's getting easier and easier every day. The more I commit to showing up as my favorite version of myself, to being myself moment to moment. And if you haven't set goals or intentions, and if you're not taking action consistently in a way that helps you to parent the way that you prefer to compared to the way that you've been programmed and conditioned to, then why? Like ask yourself, why haven't I? What's the payoff? If I stop hitting my child, if I stop screaming at my child, if I am no longer able to use parenthood as a way for me to release my stress in those unconscious ways of screaming, hitting, power struggles, if my relationship with my child is extremely freaking peaceful, smooth sailing, communication is like amazing, and if I am no longer speaking to myself negatively anymore, who might I lose? Who around me might miss the version of me that hit my child, screamed at my child, and was constantly frantic and insecure and mean to myself? Who around me might I not have anymore? What do I fear I might lose? Excuse me, really ask yourself these questions, okay? Because you're powerful, man. You're too powerful to be talking about it's impossible, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Get out of here. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I've been partnering with parents now for almost 5 years. The Google reviews that I have are a testimony to them, not me, to their willingness to at some point say, F it, yes, I can. I help parents rewire their inner world and remember that peace is their natural state. Then they go off and they parent from that peace more and more. If you want to get that transformation started, direct message me the word peace and I'll send you my free guide. It's called Guided by Grace, Transforming Parenthood Through Inner Peace.